What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Study Hall here on UFSU University. My name's Tam, and I'm joined by
Tyler.
What Study Hall is for the unenrolled. We've taken a bunch of your guys' UFS topics as well as some of our own, and we sit down and we discuss them for your amusement, entertainment, and knowledge. So with that said, little housekeeping. If you like the content, go to patreon.com/UFS University. Support us at the dollar mark. I think we just hit like 360 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you very much for that. And check us out on TCG Player. Look for the UFSU inventory.
TCGU inventory.
TCGU inventory, right. Yep. With that, Tyler, how's your week in UFS been, man?
It's been going pretty all right.
Same here.
Yeah.
My week's been super fun. I for the first time ever have made I made a deck.
Mm-hmm.
Like I made a deck.
Yeah, it's pretty all right.
And it's pretty good. It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
We just had one of our Sunday fun days. You can join us every Sunday where we play a couple hours of UFS, where we fought Sub-Zero.
Yep. Where we lost to Sub-Zero.
Well, I won with Sub-Zero a bunch.
Right.
Like a whole heck of a lot. I gotta say, we did not slay killers on that cast, but we also have not made a bunch of killer decks.
I mean, I think it was a good representation of it was very powerful decks have a chance of winning. Less than powerful decks have
there's not.
No chance at all.
Zero chance. Yeah, I totally agree. 100%. When I was playing the deck and it was very unoptimized,
Yeah.
it just didn't feel very fun. It did not feel very fun for the person I was playing against.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Yeah.
not
It
very
was
fun.
well, it's just it's turn 3 and you already had it. Well, I guess I can't
lose.
kill you.
I lose.
Yeah.
I'm over here playing regular UFS trying to get to turn 5,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm dead to 42,069 damage.
Yep.
And 42,069 speed.
Yep.
Or 69,420 speed. Those are the two numbers you can pick.
Yep.
That's it. Depends on if your number's even or odd. I've made a Plant Man deck. I've been testing with Whitzel. I'm going to be playing Jackie for singles, and so I'm just trying to figure out my team's deck because I can go. As of last time of recording, I was not able to go, and now I can. I officially have off work for that Friday. I'm going to be flying out Thursday night. I'm going to be teaming with the undisputed Canadian national champion Kevin Broberg.
Mm-hmm.
And we need a third. we have to find a third person on our team. If you want to send in your applications to be on mine and Kevin's team, email us at ufsuniversity@gmail.com. Videos would be appreciated. I would love to see some. Let's get some promos going again, huh? How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? That was serious. If you really want on, I would love to see a video. That would be super fun. And I'm putting it up on YouTube. Sorry. Besides that, what have you been testing?
So I got rid of my Siegfried decks.
Why?
Siegfried definitely seems like one of the weaker characters of this latest set,
I totally agree.
which is disappointing,
Disheartening. Upsetting.
yeah.
Flabbergasting.
He's fun to play still.
He's a blast.
Yeah. He's not competitive enough.
For you. For
Yeah.
your
for me. I think you could play an extremely lame deck with him.
I totally agree. Lame
Lame as in I'm just gonna build an unbreakable wall.
and I'll throw you to death.
Yeah.
I feel like Earth throws are the only practical way to play him consistently.
Yeah. But that can be extraordinarily boring, and I don't want to do that.
Yep. It takes a certain kind of person
Mm-hmm.
to play Earth throws.
And I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah.
So instead, I rebuilt Yoshimitsu to be better.
And he's sick.
Yes.
I love the deck.
And then I have now built a Spike 2 deck,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is all right. I have only faced against a super hard counter, though. So it did, however, get a match when he only saw 2 of his answers.
Yep.
Not all
yep.
4.
Not all 4.
So.
Yeah, Ace Maneuvers is one hell of a card.
Yep.
I think your mindset has changed with the game recently, and it makes me feel very good. It makes me feel you're actually Permission to speak freely.
Absolutely.
You're actually fun to play against right now.
Oh.
And it's a blast. Like, it's an actual blast. Like, you losing and not getting butt hurt, or you being just like, nah, I don't want to play. Like, every time I ask you to play, I half expect you to be like, nah,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't want to.
Yeah.
Because there was such a stint where you were just like, nah.
Well, it just wasn't fun at all.
Yeah, I get it.
Like I had no desire to build decks, and then therefore any deck that I played and did bad with was just like I don't want to be doing this in the first place. So who cares?
Speaking of playing decks,
Yeah.
we're going to go ahead and move on to the first topic of the day, which is the bottom half of the top 8 cut of the Bay Area PTC from all the way out in California. So, I don't think that reference is that's a very dated reference.
I didn't know.
He hasn't
what
been
you were saying.
governor
Oh, okay.
in a very long time. California.
There we go.
And
Now I
And
understand.
it's not even a good
Right,
impersonation
right.
of it. Starting with 8th place, we have Reptile, piloted by Sam Tate. Shout out to my guy.
Hey.
Reptile, it looks like he's under Void or Water. He's underwater, looking for a ball. He's playing 23 attacks. I think I'm just going to pull up the Ultra Link. I think that's just the best call.
This is my favorite deck out of the top
of this whole set?
Yeah, it just seems like the most like not obvious. I want to say like
Really?
the other ones seem like I expect all that. I expect all that. I expect all that. This one like
It's just Finale Rosso, multiple.
Finale Rosso, Virus Unchained.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's things in here that I wouldn't think about playing.
It's because he's playing Fulfilled Battle.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's playing Cats. He's playing a bunch of like 2-ofs. Like, look, there are 3 2-ofs in here. Skullbear, Demi Lovato, Alurophobia. Finale Rosso's a 3-of. Fireball's a 3-of. Those Wimmo Punches a 4-of. It's just Wimmo. It's. I'm surprised there's no Fatality, actually. I think that's the biggest thing. Maybe he didn't have them?
maybe.
Yeah, I think Fatality would have made this deck insane. To the point where, like, I almost want to make this deck with add in Fatalities and see what's up.
Maybe, yeah.
Look at this 4 Sealer of Evil. This kid did not want to fight Akuma at all.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah. This kid wanted nothing to do with Akuma. Man. Castaway Forgotten at a 2-of. That card's really good in Reptile. Holy cow. Double
Yeah.
Spaceland. Reactive style. Keep him off momentum. Spaceland to keep him off momentum. 1 God of Thunder. That should be a 2-of. 4 Fusion Refusal. This deck looks sick. I like this deck a lot.
Yeah.
Finale Rosso. The next remove an attack card from the game. Add it to your momentum. Yeah, Yo, hold on. You ready? Finale Rosso mixed with Explosive Acrobatics says it gives you momentum for free.
That's very
That's super
cool.
sick. That's so
Okay.
cool.
nice find.
This deck is rad. I like
Yeah.
this deck a whole hell of a lot. Yo, Wimmo Punch gives Alurophobia 2 damage. Or it gives it a damage. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, this is I think the coolest deck.
Yeah.
Top.
I dig it. Anything that you would maybe change besides Fatality?
Probably not. Maybe more bangs, but
Yeah, he needs more on the sideboard. He's not mainboarding Formidable Task, and I think he should. But at the same time, he is playing Sealer of Evil.
right.
So like maybe that's enough. But I think the Fire Earth ability on Formidable Task is hella important.
Yeah.
1 Feigned Interest for Missile Launcher? Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah.
That card should be in Jeddah. What was I doing not playing this card?
I don't know. Well, it's nobody's ever played this card ever.
Well, I played it in my Fey deck originally, but
And
That
look
deck
how
sucked.
good that did.
hey. Watch it, all right? I'm wearing a hat. No more shade.
All right.
Moving on, we've got Cassie Cage, 7th place, piloted by Brandon Jones. Shout outs.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. This looks like this looks a lot like he's got Rhythmic Fighting Style in here. This is cool. I was gonna say this is just Jeremy Ray's deck, but it's not. It looks just like a take on his deck.
Yeah.
4 Season Guide, 4 Telekinetic, 4 Mastery. Yeah, we've got how many cards is this? 65? Man, there's
Good enough number.
a bunch of 1-ofs. Not Over Till You Die is very cool. I like that a lot because you can Not Over Till You Die with Glow Kick and add the attack to your hand.
That's really cool.
Living Pendulum's good. Cures Magnetism. This looks like your standard Telekinetic Mastery Cassie Cage deck.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it.
I
Is
mean,
there anything crazy he's missing? 4-4-4-2.
no, I don't think so.
I'm not seeing anything. He's playing a little aggressive though because he's playing 4 Crit Splat and 2 Not Over Yet. I'm wondering what other good all attacks are there that you could run. Remember, anybody else is running anything crazy under all?
No.
Yeah, not that I can think of either.
Well, it's not the best of symbols right now, so
I mean, apparently it is if you're Cassie Cage.
I think exclusively Cassie Gage. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure there's much we can say about this deck.
She has another attack, doesn't she? Or is it just those 3?
She's got Power Flip, which sucks. What you
Okay.
you would play Seraphatic Wing over Power Flip 10 out of 10 days.
Okay.
Because Seraphatic Wings is committal. It ignores in deadlock, gets 4 damage, and Cassie gives it speed. So it's it's a X mid for 9 that you can just have all your blocks, and then it ignores. And it has a block itself, and it stuns a asset or foundation, and then enhances can't be canceled. So it essentially is a
weird. Not over
out of
yet.
your league.
Out of your league. That's the one. I was looking at not over yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think maybe the only thing that we could possibly want to play is, I think the Gil Foundation that cancels a cancel is exceptional,
Yeah.
and everybody
I
should be
agree.
playing that other one of. It's got a 5 check, but it's got a 4 high block or something like that. Like it's a really bad block, but it's really easy for you to like stack something on top of your deck, and then they play an attack, and then you draw it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's super good. That's
Yeah.
super red. And it cancels revoke. It cancels out of your league. It is Shinnok.
Yeah.
You destroy
Kinda.
it or remove it and just cancel a cancel. That's super good. That's super crazy good.
Yeah.
I
Again,
think
nice one.
I think we might have cracked the code for Cassie for this set.
I'll agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what nice sip brings her.
Oh, this deck looks sick. Hold on. Where's our cool card?
Who's this deck by?
Dang. This was Jonathan Moreno playing Jetta 2 Dot. I saw Focus Charge and was like, what sick, powerful attack are we playing? But we're not.
Yeah.
He's playing 2 Castle Doma. How do you feel about that?
Let me read the card and find out.
Sounds good. First form, your opponent discards a momentum. Your opponent may destroy 1 foundation to cancel this effect. Enhance, remove the top 15 of your deck after your opponent plays an ability on an action card. Cancel its effects, playable by either player.
I think this card is fine.
Okay.
It's more foundation destruction, which I guess is really good in Jetta.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what it's used for.
100%. It's the first form's it, but then like remove 15 whenever you've got whenever you're going in for your kill.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. And just hope.
Yeah.
Pray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's fine.
It looks like we're playing a bunch of really cool stuff. I think the biggest thing that like he's playing that I wasn't was like people are really valuing Dreaming of Becoming Whole. Like I get why. I just feel like there's just better cards, and I try not to get, make my deck super thick, extra thick. He's playing 4 Dreaming, 4 Designed, 4 his Gift of Mortal Blood. That card's insane. Honky Tonk Balanced, Far Worse Place Than Hell. I think the 3-of's fine. 2. I don't like My Beautiful Child. I think it might be relevant in the next format because of Sub-Zero, but I think My Beautiful Child is actually not good in Jetta.
Yeah.
I think it can be played around, and it's just a turn too slow. Unless you go first. If you go first and you get to build it, it's very good.
Sure.
But
yeah.
then it's a ready foundation you're removing as opposed to a committed one. If it's a playable or committed, I'd be 100% down.
Yeah. Then the card would be insane.
Yeah, totally. If he played on a bunch of stuff. Double God of Thunder, attaboy. Emergency Rations out of 2 of. I bet he wanted to pop that up. I'm so surprised at Reactive Style out of 2 of. I feel like this is one of your 4 ofs in this deck.
Yeah.
Discard one of your opponent's momentum is insane. Is absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
That's so good in Jetta. This card says flip, draw a card, your opponent debuilds 1.
Yeah.
Or you add it into your momentum and you dead them.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
That seems nuts. Or you add it for Skull Barrier. That seems nuts.
I mean, it might just be like they're just going to give them as much momentum as fast as they can.
This deck looks like a very good water deck. I like this deck a lot. I think the biggest misplay that he has is there's no Prepare to Fight and there's no what was that one card? The task card. The one that was in his sideboard. Formidable Task. There's no Formidable Task, and I think that card is absolutely necessary in every deck that can play these symbols, especially Jeddah. Because the cool thing that you can do with Jeddah is, let's say they're not playing those symbols, is you block with it, you respond on the card, you add it into your staging area face down, or committed, and then you respond to Jeddah after the block and blow it up, and then they add one in.
Yep.
And so, like, you didn't actually lose anything. You gained them putting a foundation into their momentum. I think that's insane in Jeddah. That's super good.
Yeah.
That's like...
I mean, on block.
That's... Yeah.
You blocked an attack to get rid of one of foundation.
Yeah.
Which...
That's the whole thing Jeddah wants to do. That's
Yeah.
all of it. And, like, the biggest thing with Jeddah is... And the reason that I'm so afraid of the next set with Jeddah is we're losing... the Sasquatch card that when it blows up. Not... Glacial Assault, not Tribal Protector.
Yeah,
Glacial Assault.
right.
Glacial Assault is what lets me +1 or keep my advantage or whatever. And this card is a bit of a hand trap because I block with it, it moves, and I blow that up. So I'm trading a resource from my hand for a resource for not taking damage and a resource on their board. It's good. It's super good. Not quite as good as Glacial, but it's still good.
Right.
Oops. And then our 5th place finisher was Gil under Life, with David Gosney as the pilot. Let's talk about this deck just a smidge. 19 attacks. This is playing 4 Soul Devourer. This guy was trying to kill you.
Yes, he was.
This guy was just trying to kill you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure he was doing it.
I got him 5th place.
2 Future Poolside Day. What is this? How are we not playing 4 of this card? This is insane.
How's he putting it on top?
Future Poolside?
Yeah.
You just discard it.
With
You discard anything from -3 speed.
Sure. So
You discard any card that you've gotten
Yeah.
after you draw a bunch of non-blocks, and you like. What are our non-blocks look like? Yeah, we've got 13 non-blocks. Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
I don't know how we're not playing. I don't know how it's like 4-0 for this card, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Demon Billion is sick.
I agree. It was in my sideboard when I played Gil.
I flipped 2 of your opponent's foundations. This is really good hate versus Sub-Zero. This
Yes,
is
it
really
is.
good hate versus new Sub-Zero.
It is.
I should add this to my list.
You should.
Reborn Seraphatic Wing. The card's good. I'm not sure how great it is in Gil. I mean, it's a 4 speed mid for 5 that commits something. You can't stop them. Are we playing Conqueror of Night and Day? I don't know how this deck kills anybody besides all-inning on Soul Devourer.
Yeah, and then Immortal Knowledge for
But, like,
just
why would
a
you-
little bit of damage.
Why would you play Immortal Knowledge when you can play Conqueror? Maybe we're
Yeah.
just always at 100 life.
I mean,
just like Surveyor them.
that was a problem that I was running into when I played it, is that there would be times where I had not full life, but then the play to that is play Kotal Khan's attack.
Okay, here's the coolest card in the deck. Slithering Serpent. Do you know why this card's sick?
Why?
Because Soul Devourer is a low block.
Yeah.
I'll make this thing a low. All right, I'll block with my easy Soul Devourer. Do you
Yeah.
want to keep playing cards? I'm going to draw 1,000,000.
Yeah. I mean, sure.
I dig this deck a bunch. I'm
Yeah.
surprised no 4-plant barrier. I think if we could have gone back in time, I think this is the card that we would have switched out in your deck.
That and also his foundation.
Take this thing out.
Plant Mary's
Oh, Plant Man's?
Plant Man's foundation.
To add momentum or just draw cards?
Draw cards.
Okay.
Just a little bit extra draw.
I'm down.
I mean, all my things only have one keyword, so
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, totally. One or a few.
Right.
Singular Dust in the Wind. Is there any stun hate in this deck?
No.
Yeah. Conduit of United Essence. Order response, remove after one of your more cards are committed or flipped due to your opponent's effect. Commit or flip one of your opponent's assets or foundations, playable while committed. So when it gets stunned, you're like, bye, punk.
That's baby stun hate though.
It's selective stun hate.
Sure.
It says that if they have an important piece on the board, like, I don't know, admonition fees, and I don't want to deal with that, they're not allowed to stun me the whole game. They're just not allowed to. It's like a nuclear deterrent.
Sure. I mean, like, once though. Like
Once?
it is. But I mean, like, I guess.
Look at this triple over the top and a 5-hander. I love it.
Yeah.
We're getting to build all these late in the chain.
Mm-hmm.
All these 3 and 4 divs. Yeah, I think this deck just like it just got out prophetic fulfillment. Whew, that was hard to say. A lot of F's in that word for not having a bunch of F's. Prophetic fulfillment, and just try to beat you to death with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look, he's playing 4 guard mascot.
Yeah, I was playing that.
Yeah. How you feel about top 8? How you feel about Gil, Jetta, Cassie, Reptile? Any surprises?
Reptile.
Really?
Right. I wouldn't expect this Reptile deck to be playing.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like Reptile?
I actually like him a bit. I want to say 8.
Like an 8? How are you not playing this character right now then?
Because
Why is this not your team's deck?
I think there's I don't know how.
Why is this not your singles deck? Nobody in locals playing Reptile. Go bite some people's heads off. Just wear all green. Get some contacts.
Reptile is
Dye your beard.
always sort of seemed like not quite enough.
Okay.
I feel like the 3 having to have so many attacks in your hand to actually do stuff actually matters quite a bit.
Totally.
Like, you can usually get them to discard 1, maybe 2 cards,
Yeah.
and that'll sometimes be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Other times it will not. Like, he's kind of easy to play around,
Yeah, totally.
which is why I've always felt like he's just not quite enough.
All right.
He might get better in this next set.
He's 100% getting better. I've already got a deck idea just
Sure.
right now.
Right.
I'm down.
And
I'm so down to help you with this deck.
maybe if that deck works a lot better, then yeah, I'll play him.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm thinking up a lot of decks.
Yeah.
So
This set's really cool. I like how much it's helping old stuff.
I agree.
Like old stuff.
I agree.
That was like one of my biggest issues with the old set with Street Fighter vs. Darkstalkers. But that's not the topic of today.
Right.
We're gonna go ahead and call this episode here. Just talking about this. I'm super down. We had another life deck. We had a life deck top 8 that wasn't a mill deck.
Right.
Let's go. We had another water deck. We had another all deck, and we had 2 water decks. We had Reptile and Jetta. So that's rad.
Yes, it is.
Any final thoughts on bottom 8 before we get into top 8?
No, they all seem like very by the book decks
Shout out to
that
everybody
we've seen
playing
right
them.
now. Yeah, very good job. It's going.
5. Yeah, we'll get into the next one. Thank you.